Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here, and with me, as always, Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We're going to enjoy great weather in tonight's game as the skies are clear and the temperature is just right for the Georgia Bulldogs and the Vanderbilt Commodores. We're near the midway point of the season, and these two SEC East teams are eager to lock horns. And here come the Commodores. The Commodores may be overmatched and could have an ugly game on their hands. Any thoughts, Kirk?
Georgia comes into this football game led by their quarterback, and he's such a leader, Brad. Believe me, he won't buy into any of this pregame "we're going to blow him out" hoopla. He's a focused competitor, and he'll be ready to play.
You're absolutely right.
This one's easy. I'm picking the Bulldogs.
Vanderbilt has been waiting all week for this one. Get ready, folks. The opening kickoff is finally here. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. McClendon fields it at the 3. At the 30.
Kickoff return, 32 yards. McClendon on the return.
For those of you tuning in, you get to see a great example of how the quarterback position is played. This guy is a very special player.
And that's definitely the right term for him, special player. He has all the intangibles.
I'm excited. I've really been looking forward to seeing him play. Not many quarterbacks mean as much to their team as this guy does.
Second down, and they got 15 for the first down. Ball on the 29-yard line. Georgia lines up in a shotgun set. Shockley back to pass, and it's caught, and he's taken down. That last pass was good for maybe 5 yards. Third and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Shockley drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it to the outside. And he can't hang on to it. This incompletion is credited to the wideout.
Absolutely. The quarterback executed his end of the deal.
Georgia lining up the punt. He gets it away. Davis fields it at the 26. And now we get to see this offense for the first time as they head out onto the field. They'll go to work at the 30.
At the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Cutler lines up in the shotgun. Cutler with the give. Brought down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. They'll go with the run once again. The halfback picks up a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 46. Cutler with 3 wide receivers. They run a counter. Dupu. Thompson with a takedown. The halfback picks up a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
It's third down and 8 to go. Ball right around midfield. Vanderbilt lines up in a shotgun set. Cutler back to throw. Looking, going deep, lays it out there. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. The quarterback really lucked out there.
I thought they had a chance for an interception, but I'm sure they'll settle for the incompletion. It still was a good play.
On the 47-yard line.
The Commodores line up to punt.
McClendon back deep to return.
Plenty of hang time on this one. McClendon calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 16-yard line. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll start this drive at the 16. Shockley comes to the line with 3 wide. Ware on the run. Harrison brings him down. The offensive line got a really good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bulldogs line up in the power I formation. They'll run the option. He can scoot. And they make the stop. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there, and I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
Georgia comes out with 2 tight ends. Little shake and bake move with the spin. Can't wrap him up. And down he goes. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Georgia comes to the line with 3 wide. A little juke. Goff with a takedown. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8.
On the play.
Second and 2. Ball on the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Shockley is back in the gun. And they hit him in the backfield. The quarterback draw not successful there.
Nope, and I'm going to tell you why. This defense was not fooled at all on that play.
3rd down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Bulldogs go with the I formation. Shockley set to go to the air. It's intercepted. Inman brings him down. What an interception by the cornerback.
I love it. A defensive back with soft hands. This kid can play.
First and 10. Ball on their own 40.
Start the drive at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Commodores come out showing 3 wide. Cutler hands it off. Shifty move there. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 44. Jennings again. Moses brings him down for a loss, and that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
They'll bring in their dime package. Drops back to pass. Here they come. Over the middle. It's dropped. Dropped by the wideout.
Davis, the intended receiver, on the play. Fourth and 9. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Vanderbilt lining up the punt. Number 19 gets it off. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time. First and 10. Ball on their own 22.
First and 10.
Shockley lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. He can scoot. He jukes. Excellent open field tackle. He had a whole lot of room to run on that one.
When the pressure's coming from the inside and the quarterback can escape the pocket, it usually means he's going to have some room to run.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 33. The Bulldogs go with the I formation. They'll run the option. And now he pitches it. And he's shoved out of bounds. He takes the option pitch and gets 2, maybe 3 yards. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 36. They come out in a nickel. There's the play fake. And he's going to come up with a sack. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and he's brought down for the sack.
They've got to do a better job up front with their pass protection.
If they don't start picking up everybody, then this quarterback's going to be pretty sore in the morning. That's for sure.
It's third down and 13 to go. Ball on the 30. Shockley is back in the gun. Shockley steps back to pass. Over the middle. And it falls incomplete. The pass was right there. Just couldn't be controlled.
This tight end some more passes in practice. He needs all the help he can get.
Fourth and 13. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Georgia ready to punt this one away. He gets it off. Davis fields it at the 30. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll take over at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line. First and 10.
Vanderbilt lines up in a shotgun set. They'll throw on first down. The senior makes the catch. They'll bring him down.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 44. They come out in a nickel. Cutler goes with the play fake. Over the middle. He's got his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 27. Back to pass. Down the middle. The ball is tipped. And they're going to get somebody for interference on that play. Let's see who the call is on.
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul, first down.
They flag the defender for interference.
Yep, they saw him get there just before the ball for the penalty.
On the 12, and they can smell the goal line. The Commodores line up in an I formation. Brought down. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Power I set. Gives to the fullback, and they got him for a loss. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
And that's the end of the first quarter, and we've got a tie ball game. They come out with 3 wide receivers. He's looking. Throws to the middle. It's deflected. Guys, he tipped that one away from the receiver.
Excellent break on the ball here, and he almost intercepted it, Coach.
You're right, Kirk, and he did the next best thing, though, and that saved the touchdown.
Here comes the kicker. He'll try to put his team up by a field goal. He gets it up, and it's good. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kickoff. And they'll be returning this one. McClendon fields it at the 2. At the 30. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
They'll set up shop at the 38-yard line. The Bulldogs come out in a shotgun. And down he goes. An 8-yard gain.
Ball carrier, gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2. Ball on their own 46.
46-yard line.
Shockley comes to the line with 3 wide. And he's tackled. Couldn't get anything out of that.
No gain on the play.
It's third down and 2 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. Watch the linebacker. He's the star of the defense, and he's in the zone right now. Shockley drops back. Complete. Pace with a takedown.
Makes the catch. Gain of 10 on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. They'll line up in the power I. He drops back. Steps up. Throws it to the outside. Someone got a hand on it. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time playmaker, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, that ball should have been picked off there.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 44. Shockley lines up in the shotgun. Shockley back to throw. Waits till the last moment. It's deflected. It's a tip drill. And they bring him down.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame him. It's pretty common to see a run on first and second down, but this offense is keeping them guessing.
The Bulldogs line up in an I formation. They'll run the option. Pitches back. They'll bring him down. The halfback option good for 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Georgia! Well-executed play there.
Good blocking by the big guys, and the running back takes it right in. That's how it's done.
Listen, that's what you do when you get up close to the end zone. You find a way to finish it off, and that's exactly what they did.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
White back deep to return.
He kicks it. White fields it at the 2. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 22.
1st and 10.
They come out in a nickel. Cutler sets up the play action. Throws this one out to the left.
He almost had him there, Coach.
Yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't count if you almost threw a good pass. Almost doesn't count.
Sounds like a head coach talking.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Cutler comes to the line with 3 wide. Jackson lays it on him. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. The Commodores come out showing 3 wide. Little handoff, makes a move. Gets the tackler, brought down. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on their own 35.
35-yard line.
The Commodores set up in the gun. It's a direct snap. Jackson brings him down. The halfback picks up a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. Cutler is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. He's going to air it long. Jennings with the interception. He didn't throw it away under pressure, and it really cost him.
It sure did. He saw that he was going to get hit and just threw one up for grabs. He's got to learn to take the sack.
They'll go to work at the 16.
1st and 10.
One-man backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. He unloads it, and it's the senior. And down he goes. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. Half the distance from the spot of the foul. Still 1st down.
1st and long. Ball on the 9.
9-yard line.
They'll bring in their dime package. Shockley with a nice play fake. Throws it to the outside. He has him on the fly. He lost the ball. Now the defense has it. The safety. What happened there, Coach?
Let me tell you what. The wideout wasn't carrying the ball like he should. And the defender made a nice play jar it loose.
Excellent field position to start the drive. Vanderbilt sets up with 4 receivers. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Has some daylight. Bounces off the would-be tackler. Good execution on the counter, and that'll be a 10-yard gain. Second and less than a yard. Ball on the 29-yard line. The Commodores line up in an I formation. Jennings will run it again. He spins. Battle with a takedown. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there running the football by this guy.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Vanderbilt lines up in the power I set. Cutler on play action. Moses comes away with a sack. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
The Commodores come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. He steps up. He's going right. It's tipped.
Everyone had a shot at catching that pass.
Especially the guys on defense. There was no one open, and he threw it in there anyway.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 24-yard line. And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play. And they bring him down for a sack on the play. They brought the corner, and he got the sack, fellas.
Yeah, great call in this situation.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 32-yard line.
The Commodores are lining up to punt it away. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket. Battle signals for a fair catch. Blue fields it at the 3. So the offense comes out after their last drive, had the ball end up in the defense's hands by way of a fumble. They'll start this drive at the 3-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. There's a play fake. Wants to throw outside, and he can't hang on to it.
Now, Coach, I know that pass was a bullet, but you still have to look it in and catch it.
He tried to catch it. It just bounced right off his hands.
Maybe they ought to get him practicing with one of those jug machines in practice. That'll at least get him used to catching bullet passes.
It's second down and 10 to go. They've got their backs against the wall. The Bulldogs come to the line with their jumbo package. Nice play fake. Throws it to the outside. And he's taken down.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
Georgia going with the power I. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Goff brings him down. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback. Second and 9. Ball on their own 14. Right now, the tight end is in the zone. Ware gets another handoff. He jukes him. Brought down. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8.
On the play.
Third down and a yard. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Folks, let's pause now as we've reached the end of the first half. Our score at halftime, Georgia 7, Vanderbilt 3. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick.
Davis back to return.
Here's the kick. You got to keep the kick in bounds. Here's the ref's call.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. The ball is spotted at the 35-yard
His
line.
errant kick has given
First
the
down.
offense a great starting point to begin their drive.
Absolutely. The defense will have to come out with major intensity to make up for that blunder.
At the
1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. They'll bring him down. A gain of 6.
On the carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
Vanderbilt sets up with 4 receivers. Cutler with the give. They'll drop him for a loss. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot of breaking clean.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 39.
39-yard line.
And the impact receiver's in the zone right now. He drops back. Throws it to the outside. And that one's fallen incomplete. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys play football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
Fourth and 6. Ball on the 39-yard
The drive stalls, and they'll have to punt it away. He punts it. McClendon fields it at the 19. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
9 yards.
They'll take over at the 28.
At the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Georgia comes out in the shotgun. Back to pass. Across the middle. Pace with a takedown. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
That's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented enough to see those receivers. It's not easy to get the ball past those big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
Broke away from one. Big opening. And he's taken down. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
The Bulldogs line up with 2 tight ends. Here's the option. Got an opening. Late pitch. Pace brings him down. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. The Bulldogs come out in the ace formation. Ware gets the call again. Big opening. Tackle. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
First and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Georgia goes with the ace set here. Tries to shoot. They'll bring him down. A pickup of 4 on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Georgia lines up in the power I set. Shockley gives it up the middle. Brought down. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. In the red zone again. Let's see if it'll be another touchdown. Looks. He rolls out to the right. Feeling the pressure. Intercepted by the linebacker. And that was their second interception of the game.
A loss on the return.
So they'll take over now in the shadow of their own goalposts.
First and 10.
This is a situation where you don't want to make a mistake. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Jackson with a takedown. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
On the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 4. They come out in a goal line set. Handoff up the middle. Golston brings him down. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's third down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 6. High formation here. Play action. He's under some heat. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down to the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now, coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass to the halfback. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
4th and 12. Ball on the 1-yard line.
Vanderbilt lining up the punt.
McClendon back deep to return.
Number 19 punts it, and it's a good one. McClendon takes it at the 45, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And in the blink of an eye, he was gone.
Brad, this kid is special. He just proved once again that he can make the big-time plays.
And he hits the PAT. So under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the score, Georgia 14, Vanderbilt 3. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Davis back deep to return.
Kicks it off. White fields it at the 3. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll get the ball here at the 21-yard line. Cutler lines up in the shotgun. Cutler set to go to the air. It falls incomplete.
He just had too much on that one, Coach.
The quarterback put everything he had into that one. The problem, it wasn't accurate.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 21. Vanderbilt going with the power I. Moses with a takedown. The fullback back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 21-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. High snap as he works from the gun. Look out! The pressure may have forced the incompletion there.
That defense was about to plant him into the ground. He's lucky he even got that ball off.
4th and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away.
Back to return.
He gets it away. McClendon fields it at the 40. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
9 yards.
They'll go to work at the 48.
The 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
Georgia comes to the line with 3 wide. Big opening! And down he goes. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs come out showing 3 wide. Handoff up the middle. He might have a chance. And he's taken down. He's not your ordinary fullback. This guy can move.
You bet he can. I like this kid. He's a heck of a football player. They need to get him some more carries.
First and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Bulldogs go with the I formation. He spins around. Tackle. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 21. I formation here. They hand it off again. They'll bring him down. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. Shockley comes to the line with 3 wide. Ware on the handoff. Gatewood brings him down. Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth and 1. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Number 96 is lined up for the kick. And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score in this one, Georgia 14, Vanderbilt 3.
Fourth and 1. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Number 96 lines up for the field goal. It's up. And it sails through the uprights. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Georgia to kick this one off. White and Davis deep to return. We should have a return on this one. Davis fields it at the 2. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll start this drive at the 25.
25-yard line.
Nickel defense. It's a direct snap. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Commodores come out in the power eye. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
3rd and 11. Ball on their own 24.
4-yard line.
Vanderbilt sets up with 4 receivers.
Big dog, big dog.
He drops back, steps up in the pocket, looking, somehow gets the ball away. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Nice defense. That was picture-perfect 3 and out. Good series for these guys.
4th and 11. Ball on the 24-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. Number 19 gets it off.
Back deep to return.
McClendon fields it at the 35. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. They'll set up shop at the 43.
At the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Bulldogs line up in an I formation. Shockley goes with a play fake, and it's incomplete. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
Second and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
Georgia comes to the line with 3 wide. Bad snap from center. Down the middle. Brought down. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. Ball right around midfield. Georgia comes out with 2 tight ends. Back to pass. Lets it fly. It's tipped. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
Yeah, but that defender had a perfect shot at it. He just didn't catch it.
4th and 4. Ball on the 49-yard line.
The Bulldogs are lining up to punt it away.
Davis back deep to return.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Davis calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll take over at the 20. High formation here. Cutler with the give. Juku Golston with a takedown. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 22-yard line. Jennings on the give. Golston tackles him for a loss on the play. The D lineman wasn't letting anyone by him that time.
And the big fella did a heck of a job plugging up the hole where that play was supposed to go.
That guy's so big, Kirk, he doesn't plug up holes. He plugs up the whole line down there. Yo!
Vanderbilt comes to the line with 3 wide. Cutler back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. He gets rid of it. Incomplete pass.
That's just a shame. The receiver did his job. He was able to get a step on the defender, but the ball was underthrown.
Yeah, but that quarterback better put some water in that hose.
4th and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line.
McClendon back to return, and he's already proven he can break these with a block or two. It's away, and it's a booming punt. McClendon fields it to 31. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3-and-out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet, quickly!
They'll go to work at the 35.
35-yard line.
Georgia comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. On the ground, up the middle. Harrison brings him down. He seems to be running harder and harder as the game goes along.
And if you notice, guys, the defense seems to be getting a little bit tired out there.
First and 10. Ball right around midfield.
48-yard line.
The Bulldogs line up in an I formation. Shake and bake move. Tackle. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
Gain on the play.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 45. The Bulldogs come out in the ace formation. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws this one out to the left. Has it to the senior.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
Shockley lines up in the shotgun. The gives to the fullback. They'll drop him for a loss. They get a 1-yard loss on that one. Second and 11. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Shockley comes to the line with 3 wide. It's a direct snap. He might have a chance. The 10. And down he goes. And he busted that one wide open.
On defense, you can't afford to give up big runs like that.
No. You got to make them work for it. That first down was too easy.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. He drops back. Short toss. And it's caught for the touchdown. What a target that tight end is close to the goal line.
Well, the coach has to be happy with this guy's play so far, so I would expect to see a lot of passes thrown his way, especially in short yardage situations.
And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
White back deep to return.
Kicks it deep. Davis fields it in the end zone.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to
Vanderbilt
recap
Commodores
it.
take over
They'll
at
start
the
this drive at the 16.
1st and 10.
Blocking this D tackle when he's in the zone he's in won't be easy. Cutler to the air on first down. Got it to the senior.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
3 wideouts here. A little juke. Jackson with a takedown. A couple of yards there.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. Vanderbilt lines up in a shotgun set. Looks. Wants to throw outside. Jennings lays it on him.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
And they make the stop. Maybe a yard on that draw play.
1 yard gain on the play.
There are 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
And the man at wideout is in a zone right now. He'll dump this one off. And he's tackled. That's 4 yards on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third and 5. This is the 6th play of this drive.
44-yard line.
Cutler is back in the gun. Steps up in the pocket. Looking. Over the middle. Taylor with a takedown. This defense has performed very well out there.
That's right, Brad. They've had him on lockdown all day long.
The Commodores line up with 3 wide. He's going left. Got him again. Jennings brings him down.
Move those sticks. That's a first down.
And a great catch, too. Did you see how he looked that one in?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He can catch the football.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. They'll throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. It's deflected. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time playmaker, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, that ball should have been picked off there.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 9th play of this drive. The Commodores line up in an I formation. Steps up. He's looking. Floats this one right side. He's on the run. At the 40. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Goodbye. Looked like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Well, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes completed to his team, not the other.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than a minute to go in the 4th quarter, the score is Georgia 31, Vanderbilt 3. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Is lined up for the kickoff. White back deep to
Kicks it off. White fields it in the end zone. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll set up shop at the 16.
At the 16-yard line. First and 10.
Power eye set. Right, takes a handoff. And down he goes. Vanderbilt calls a timeout. Second and 3. Ball on the 23. The Commodores come out in the power eye. Jennings on the run. The offense calls a timeout. That was their second timeout. Third down and 3 coming up. Ball on the 23-yard line. Cutler is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. He tosses it short. He's got the fullback. And they push him out.
That's how you convert on third down.
This defense had to be expecting pass.
I know that. It doesn't matter, though. It's not enough to know that they were passing. You got to know their tendencies, too.
First and 10. Ball on their own 29. The Commodores line up in the power eye formation. Looks. He's rolling left. Off his hands and incomplete. Nice pass, just wasn't caught.
And when you're a tight end, you usually don't get too many passes thrown your way. So you got to catch the easy ones.
So it's second and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. And this impact receiver is looking to make a play. He's in the zone. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
They sent the blitz and drilled the running back before he could find any daylight.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. I wouldn't try anything tricky on defense. This quarterback's looking to make a play. Wants to throw outside. He led his wide receiver too far to the outside.
Yeah, he just had to pull the string a little bit more there.
4th and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. Punts the ball away. Goodman fields it at the 30. Hardly tough sledding for this offense that last drive as they took it in for 6.
Well, look no further than the guys up front. They created some huge holes to run through.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 46. Georgia is about ready to celebrate a big victory here. And this ball game's over. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
I can't say enough about this performance. Georgia looked like a team on a mission to destroy anything and everything that got in their way. Brad, this is a really good-looking football team.
The fine folks at EA Sports, thank you for tuning in to this contest of NCAA Football 2006. The final score, Georgia 31, Vanderbilt 3. From all of us here at EA Sports, we hope to see you